Hello my friends and welcome! A friend gave me these genius desktop speakers. It's an older model but they should work fine, except these are very used and they have a few small problems. So today I will open them up and fix them a bit. In the end they will look and sound a little better. These speakers are 15 years old and they still sound pretty good. But the bass is a bit flat and the high and mid-range sounds are not very clear when I turn up the volume. So I will check if everything is okay inside and make some improvements. I don't want to scratch the front side, so I'm going to place the speaker on a fluffy towel. The back panel is tightened with a few wood screws. The speaker box is made of 9mm MDF panels. That's good quality for simple desktop speakers. Inside we have an amplifier board, a big heatsink and an electrical transformer as a power source. The mid-range speaker driver is sealed or encapsulated, and it has a small capacitor connected in series as an audio filter. I'm sure the tweeters also have some capacitors, but there is no filter for the bass speaker. At high volume, when the bass speaker will try to reproduce low and high frequency sounds, it will not sound very clear. This is a cheap audio crossover filter. The big inductor on the board is the low pass filter. This type of inductor connected in series with the bass speaker will partially remove mid and high frequency sounds. I will show you with this cardboard speaker. But this crossover filter is too big for my speakers, so I will use these ferrite rods to make some smaller ones. The inductors also need enameled copper wire. This has a diameter of 0.6 mm. It's salvaged from an old transformer. The ferrite rod will be insulated with a piece of masking tape. I need a starting point for the copper wire. And now I just need to wind the wire as straight as possible. At the end of the first layer, I will add another piece of masking tape to hold the wire. Now we continue with the second layer in the same way, turn after turn. This is the simplest way to make an inductor for a low-pass filter. Of course, there are more complicated crossover filters with more components and calculations, but for my small desktop speakers, this will be fine. This is the third and final layer of winding. The more turns you add, the more efficient the filter will be. This is sufficient for my speakers. I made another inductor for the second speaker. To mount them I will use two pieces of stripboard. I cut the copper traces at the middle so they will not short the inductors. I will place the inductors on the side with the copper traces, so it will be easier to solder the wires later. All the positive wires are connected directly to the speaker driver terminal. They need to be desoldered so I can add the inductor. I will mark and drill two guidance holes in the MDF panel. The inductor will be soldered in series only with the bass speaker driver, of course. Now I can use two tiny wood screws to fix the new audio filter in position. Both speakers are upgraded with low-pass filters. They will sound better at high volume now, especially the mid-range and high-frequency sounds. If you like this video and want to support my channel, you can buy me a coffee or check out my Patreon page. Links are in the description below. For the next upgrade, I bought some acoustic foam panels. They have a maximum thickness of 3 cm. I measured and marked pieces for each panel inside the speaker box. This material is easy to cut, it's like a sponge. I will cover each piece of foam with adhesive and press it onto the MDF board. The big pieces are a bit tricky to place in the correct position. This is the back panel, it will also be covered with acoustic foam. The panel with the electronics cannot be completely covered, because some components may get hot, but I added a few pieces of foam. The amplifier heatsink may also get hot, and I don't want it to touch the foam, so I will trim the foam a bit near the heatsink. Before closing the speaker boxes, I noticed that one of them was missing a sealing strip in the back. This can affect the sound quality, but not in a noticeable way. But since I already have this type of seal foam tape from other projects, I'll just stick a piece here. The acoustic foam upgrade is finished. This will make the bass sound better. Now I can put everything back together. The interior is finished. There is one small problem under the speakers. These pads are not good and one of the speakers is missing too. So I will remove the existing ones and clean the surface a bit. I have some new pads. To install them, I need to mark and drill some guidance holes. I will fix them in position with the same tiny screws. And the Genius speakers upgrade is finished. I think Chichi the annoying cat likes them too. But has the sound quality improved after all this work? They do sound a little better, but this room has a lot of echo, so you might not notice it on the video. This small repair/upgrade took me a few hours and I'm pleased with the result. The speakers still sound good considering their age. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it and subscribe to my channel. And you can also check out my other videos. I'll see you soon. Bye!